7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, so testing my live stream here. Let's see, is it buffering now? No, it's not buffering. So now it's not buffering. Something strange. Okay, so let's see if I say Islam with the devil stop me. Will it start buffering here? Yeah, so okay, testing as I was testing this live stream, I thought of doing this again. Quran exempts fighting peaceful disbelievers. So these ayats, why don't the Sunni Muslims, some of them, right, abide by these ayats? No harm to Surah Nisa 90, 91. So if they refrain from fighting you and offer you peace, then Allah does not permit you to harm them. So that's what's been decided, right? This verse has not been abrogated, or has it? Maybe some Muslims say that this verse has been abrogated because they look at those hadiths. Perhaps, I don't know what they look at, Sirat of Prophet Muhammad from Ibn Ishaq or Ibn Kathir. The Shia Muslims, the Shia Islam is the great Islam whereby Imam will guide you. He has the light, right, which I'm deprived of, and I don't even need the light now. I'm willing to die and go to hell. I'm not going to follow any Shia Imam ever. I'm willing to burn in hell. Okay, so Surah 4 ayat 80 says turn against you, or then they use the word, a different word here. But if they turn away, so is it turn against you or turn away? So you Sunni Muslims need an imam. And then some of you say that these verses were abrogated or something because you, or maybe most of you don't. I don't know what your position is. So then we see in Surah Tawbah ayats that the polytheists would be killed. Okay, it says in that under some Surah Nisa ayat 90 that I showed you, or 91, that to look at Surah Baqarah ayat 191, kill them wherever you come upon them, and drive them out from places where they have driven you out. For persecution is far worse than killing. Since they have persecuted you, it's far worse than killing. And do not, maybe it's on equal terms as killing or something. And do not fight them at the sacred mosque unless they attack you there. If they do so, then fight them, and that is the reward for the disbelievers. And they blocked you. Fight in the cause of Allah those who fight you, but do not transgress limits, for Allah loveth not transgressors. They will ask you about the phases of the moon. Or where is it? Do not eat up another's wealth. Okay. How did I show you in the first? I can't find my notes, but we go to Surah Tawbah ayat 5. But let's start from 4. So I saw discrepancies in these Quran ayats. Surah Tawbah 4 says, accepted are those with whom you made a treaty. among the polytheists, and then they have not been deficient towards you in anything or supported anyone against you. So complete for them their treaty until their term has ended, until their term. So complete, well, what does this mean? Complete their treaty until their term. Indeed, Allah loves the righteous. Then it says, fifth ayat says of the Surah Tawbah, but once the sacred months have passed, kill the polytheists who violated the treaties is in brackets. Kill the polytheists, then kill, the sacred, and seize them wherever you find them. It doesn't say, the Quran ayat itself, if you're saying this ayat in first, but it could definitely not infer, because the ayat before it says, polytheists who have honored every term of their treaty with you. Fourth ayat. Now, in this ayat, it talks about the polytheists who have honored every term of their treaty with you and have not supported an enemy against you. Honor your treaty with them until the end of its term. What does it mean? Surely Allah loves so for that Allah loves you, because you also honor what they have honored with you, the terms of the treaty with you. And the fifth ayat it kind of follows with this. There's no break here. And there are many breaks like this in the Quran, like it goes somewhere else, the ayat goes somewhere else. But here it seems like one ayat is following another ayat. But once the sacred months have passed, kill the polytheists. Then when have passed the sacred months, then kill the polytheists, mushriq. So it seems from four, it may, because the Quran is in a mumble jumble. One ayat may not follow another ayat. It's not like a whole chapter of a book, one thing following another. The whole surah is like, every ayat follows another ayat. But here, 4 and 5 follow, so you may not be used to this, because it's not made you used to following a certain, in this way, one ayat following another ayat and another ayat following, each ayat following the same topic until it ends, and then a new chapter begins, like in books, storybooks. But once the sacred months have passed, kill the polytheists. Wherever you find them, capture them, beseech them. This sounds very peaceful. And does it sound like if they stop fighting you, then stop fighting them? Doesn't even sound like that, right here. Where's that at? If they stop fighting you, stop fighting them. So now this live stream I haven't shared on my Facebook, and I don't know how it's not buffering now. If they stop fighting you, stop fighting them. Then how does Allah say that? Kill them wherever you find them in this surah, about the four, even those who have had a treaty with you, honored it, never helped an enemy. Stop fighting them. Now go to this stop fighting them ayat, Quran ayat. And now it's not even buffering. I haven't shared it on my Facebook profile nor X platform. If they stop, if they stop, let there be no hostility except against the aggressors. Zalimin, actually. So what Zalimin means here? and they will not stop fighting until they turn you away from your faith. If so, look at this here in Surah Baqarah at 190 it says, or one, and fight in the way of Allah those who fight you, and do not transgress. No. Indeed, Allah does not love the transgressor. Kill them wherever you come upon them, and drive them out of the places which they have driven you out. So you would say the Surah Hashara as well. They did the same thing, helping the Makkan polytheists to drive you out from your home. So that's why they were driven out of their homes too. They broke their homes. Did they make you, the moments of Prophet Muhammad's time, break your houses? Or you could return to your houses and saw them not broken in Makkah. And you didn't even return to your houses. You were in Medina. Yathrib made it Medina. So from which they have driven you out. For persecution is far worse than killing. No, it could be on equal terms. But to say this here, it's for Allah. It's a big thing. Shouldn't Allah say, like, don't, no, both are bad, right? And do not fight. It's like killing in what, just cause, you may say? Or just killing. So Allah had loosely put ayahs and all this. And do not fight them at the sacred mosque unless they attack you, and if they do so, then fight them. And that is the reward of the disbelievers, fair and square. But if they stop fighting you, where is it? But if they have but if they cease, then surely Allah is forgiving, most merciful. Fight against them until there is no more persecution, and devotion will be for Allah. What does this mean, devotion for Allah? Like, are they supposed to? And religion is for Allah. So why, look at this ayat, right? They have to become Muslims or not. I'm not brainwashing you. I'm just asking you because it says deen for Allah, not way of Allah. It says then deen is for Allah. What is the deen? So we have chosen Islam for you. This is no Islam. We have chosen Islam. It says Islam, not Deen Ilahi. We have chosen Islam for you. So if they stop fighting you, then stop fighting them. What's happened in Surah Tawbah ayats? I don't know. Your imam can tell you, or someone can tell you what's happened. And made unlawful on you dead animals and God knows what. Okay, this ayat starts with animals, what is forbidden to you, animals, and then this is evil. And then it goes on to, today I have perfected your faith. For you completed my favor upon you and chosen Islam as your way. Yeah, and whoever chosen Islam. For you, the Islam as a deen, religion, right? Deen. So since there it hasn't put Islam, but it has kind of indirectly alluding to it or implying, because here, for you, the Islam as a religion now we have chosen. Deen. So yes, seems like it means the deen of Allah would be Islam, and so indirectly here it's alluding to that they have to become Muslims. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying it's alluding, implying that not listen to the deen of Allah by just being peaceful people and not doing mischief on earth, corruption, causing corruption and all this. No. It isn't it. It most likely, it seems like it's alluding to that they have to become Muslims. I'm just saying. that way, right? For you, Muslims, Shia Muslims too, if there are any here. So what? Fight against them until there is no more persecution against you, yeah, and your prophet, or any time against the Muslims. And deen, not devotion. Deen is for Allah, and religion is for Allah. If they stop, let there be no, then if, but if they stop, since now they've embraced it, not only stop persecuting you, but have accepted Islam, it seems like this in this ayah. So you can eat this part up and say no, 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 or say something else. That no, 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 it doesn't mean. It just means stop persecuting them, persecuting the Muslims, because there in that ayat it says if they stop, then stop. Not very clear as to whether it's only persecute, if they're only fight them, if they're only persecuting you, but that even the deen is for Allah. Does this mean that they have to accept Islam? If they cease hostilities, there can be no hostility except towards aggressors. Then I showed you the Zalimeen are Zalimeen. Persecution is in Surah Tawbah 23 or 24, Zalimeen. So you see, Allah should not. So here Allah has put Zalimeen in this way, and this is what He means. There He's used it in that way. This is not the right way to put by the all-knowing God. Same word, different meanings. No, no, here if it's put in Surah Tawbah that these are the Zalimun, but they're not persecuting you, so you cannot harm them. You cannot harm them. Surah Tawbah, what you can do is disassociate from them. This is not harming them, but this is, they won't enjoy your company, your companionship, your friendliness. O you who believe, do not take your fathers and your brothers as awliya if they prefer disbelief over belief. And whoever takes them as awliya, tawallahum, allies among you, then those are the wrongdoers. Here you'll say, when it turns to awwala yatawallahum. Oh, now it like helpers. Don't take them as helpers only, and don't take them as awliya, but you can show them affection or what. If you do that, you make yourself zalim. So can the Muslims fight against you? Because, and you'll say here, zalim means a lesser, like it's not the zalim used in Surah, the one previous ayat I showed you. Where is it? I haven't made notes, so it's going to be like this. Oh, Surah Baqarah 193. No, no, these it's not the same zalim here, except against the oppressors. And so you put, these people are more than oppressors. These are what the ayat describes here: persecuting you, oppressing you, fitna, persecuting, oppression, fitna, doing fitna against you, and deen becomes for Allah. So what do you have to do? But if they cease, then you also should, there should be no hostility against them, except against the oppressors. So now Allah uses zalim in a different way here, aggressors maybe. Some, even Dr. Mustafa Khattab has put aggressor. But you say, oh, here, your imam or someone, true imam would say, oh, yeah, here, a lighter zalim. Because the Quran ayat, you have to read from the beginning how it describes what they are doing. And then, of course, there's no, you should not be having hostilities against them, but just keep your, let's see what Surah Mujadila ayat says. 22. Surah Mujadila says that not to show them affection or what? Or no. Again, you will not find a people who believe in Allah and the day last loving, yeah, loving kindness, wadu. I think this more means like loving kindness, or it's not hub, but you can show them hub, that kind of love, the other kind of love. So loving kindness you can't show them. Those who oppose, hada. Now this is not even shaku, this is hada. What does oppose Allah and His Messenger? So you say, oh, this hada, hada is different than shaku. So they've been really terrible with Allah and the Messenger, against Allah and the Messenger. So even if they were their fathers or their sons or their brothers, so what's hada? God knows. So you search it out. What's hada? Sharp, irritable, irritating. Let's see. They're irritating, aggravating. Let's find it. If you can find it in another ayat, Quran, if Google gives it easily. Hadith. Right. Hada. This is, oh, I don't know. So I have to look at this. So they've been a little more severe. Oops, sorry. So they've been a little more severe or less severe than these people in Surah Hashr. For opposing Prophet, Allah and the Prophet. This is because they shaku, they opposed Allah and His Messenger. And whoever opposes, splits away from, I don't know, opposes Allah. I mean, what is that, let's see, T.B. Irving. Whoever breaks with Allah, you see, maybe broken off. It could be what, here maybe Dr. T.B. Irving has put it right. That is because they have broken off with Allah and His Messenger. Just broken off. And you have your hadiths and tafsir saying that, oh, you know why they were, because they helped the Makkan polytheists, and the Makkan polytheists said they will help these Jews or the, yeah, and so they didn't, and they were banished because in the battle, some battle earlier on, they helped the polytheists against the Muslims. so they can't live in their houses here. They broke their houses and then they were exiled. And even the believers broke their house, these people's houses. So this is very, very peaceful. Just because they opposed, I mean, like I said, opposition, this word, this has a wide connotation. Oh no, they attempted assassination on Prophet Muhammad. You would say like that. And then what, palm trees you cut down. So attack them if they attack you and do to them what they have done to you. But Allah put terror into their hearts, made them break their tents or God knows, ramparts or whatever they were hiding in. So Allah made them break that and exile them. This is very peaceful. And even if one person or two people, a whole tribe, they all helped in, yeah. So if they helped in killing Prophet Muhammad, then of course get the whole tribe out of their whatever ramparts, besiege them, wherever you find them, kill them. And this is also like, let him fight. The prophet, the prophet, sorry, excuse me, doesn't take captives. But what is he doing? Warring? And I haven't shown you. Oh, you'll say read the tafsir of Surah Azab ayat. 867 says, Surah 867. Let's see in your Arabic. Not is for a prophet that should there for him be prisoners of war until he has battled strenuously in the land. So, anyone has given him a battle to do this? Now, Allah, God, has lightened things for you. He knows how much weakness exists among you. If there are 100, overcome 200. Okay, where does it start with the battle? O Prophet, urge believers on to fight if there are 20. They wanted to fight you, I guess. O Prophet, sufficient unto thee is Allah. Moreover, he had put affection between their hearts. And if they want to outwit you, then they are coming. It's coming to fighting you, yeah. If they incline to peace, incline you as well to peace. There's another ayat also. Surah 8, ayat 61. If they incline to peace, then incline to peace. Against them make ready your strength to the utmost of your power, including steeds of war to strike terror into the enemies of Allah and your enemies and others besides, whom you may not know, but whom Allah doth know. But if they incline to peace, then incline to peace. Let not those who disbelieve think they will thus forge ahead and prevail, meaning fight you, they will escape. No. Outstrip and escape. Should you fear treachery from any folk, confront them in exactly the same manner. Allah does not love traitors. Should you encounter them in war, here it says it. I thought it says somewhere here. So worst stomping creatures. So if they incline to peace, then incline to peace, right? Surah Tawbah is the last surah, one of the last. I think it's the last surah that came. That is because of what your hands have done. So sorry, it just jumped to what I come to. The ayat that I came to here first. For back to that ayat that jumped. So if they fight you, yeah, then only fight them, right? This is what you would say. But I read between the lines and I found contradictions. So it was a tough job. This one was very tough. And if the enemy is inclined towards peace, make peace with them and put your trust in Allah. So, the Shias, they do this. Anyways, so no, they have fought you. So Prophet has strenuously, this here I'll fail to show you. Rouse the believers to fighting if they are 20. This is just because. But if the enemy inclines to peace, then incline to peace. Then we see something like in Surah Torah, also this, not only 4 and 5, but we see others like against Christians and Jews, Jews and Christians. Then we see one here. Thank God I haven't forgotten this one. Right, 1, 2, 3. Why fight? So you have, oh, I know. Even if the true, Islam, even if Imam Mahdi now comes and tells me, it's too late, I won't agree to him, right? Or you believe, fight those who are close to you. I showed you what yalunakum means from another ayat of the disbelievers. And believe me, there's nothing here which says earlier in the earlier ayats. If you can not believe me, then look at the ayats. Yet it is not right for all the believers to go out together, each community. They could not provide for any outlay small. Uh, but you can see. If you don't believe me, I just don't have the time. Right now I'm pressed. I really don't have, I have to go in a moment or so. So it is not for the people of Medina nor any desert Arab who live around them to lag behind Allah, nor to prefer themselves ahead of Himself. That is, excuse me, that is so no thirst would afflict them, nor any stress, nor starvation along Allah's way, nor would they adopt any stand which irritate disbelievers, or gain any acquisition from an enemy unless some good deeds were recorded for them. Because of it, Allah does not waste the wages of those who do good. It is not for the people of Medina nor any desert Arabs who live around them to lag behind Allah. Do not lag behind Allah, nor to prefer themselves ahead of Himself. Allah, ahead of Allah. So when the Prophet says, fight, come, help me, fight. And what about the thing against Bedouins they were asked to fight? What did they say? That we want to just be with our family and properties. Busy? So ask forgiveness for us. Believers, have fear of Allah and stand with those that are truthful, right? Sadiqin. Oh, very good, you would say. As for those three were who behind until the earth seemed to cramp for them, spacious though souls seemed to strangle them, and even their souls seemed, and they thought there be no refuge from Allah except from Himself, God. This looks like a shaitan, and not Allah. Then He turned towards them so they might repent, because they didn't go with Prophet Muhammad, I think, in one of the expeditions. Allah has turned in mercy towards the Prophet and the refugees and supporters who followed him in the hour of hardship. Somewhere it says this, like Allah has turned in mercy because, and to the Prophet, because they went striving in the cause of Allah. You know that expedition? What the name I've forgotten of that expedition they went to fight the Romans. And so, okay, I have to go now. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry for myself actually.